AI in 3D has been moving ridiculously fast lately. Every few weeks, it feels like there is another model, another workflow, and another tool claiming its sole 3D generation. Recently, Tripo rolled out a pretty massive wave of updates, everything from faster topology generation to new texturing tools, segmentation, animation features, and even a direct bridge to ZBrush. So I wanted to check what the fuss is all about. And Tripo is an AI 3D creation platform that can transform your text, sketches, and images into 3D models. And this is perfect for game developers, different 3D artists, or those doing 3D printing, prototyping, product design, and so on. By the way, this video is sponsored by Tripo AI. Alright, here's a character. I generated this in Tripo using Midjourney, so let's plug it into model generation. If you got all the different sides, you can plug them here. But let's not worry about all that, nor the settings, and let's hit generate. I don't think I need to explain how impressive this is. Tripo has improved generation quality so much since the last time I tried it. I can see so many more details this time around. It is faster, it doesn't hallucinate stuff, and it is able to articulate hidden details like on the back of this character. Details that aren't even visible in the reference. And the crazy part is, it only took a few seconds. My biggest gripe with Tripo and all similar tools used to be topology. You know, that messy topology really made working with some of the generated models really impossible. But this time around, I feel like the tool is more confident and can make good decisions when it comes to the flow of the geometry, thanks to the new Smart Low Poly feature. So instead of messy scan-like geometry that goes everywhere, this feature helps you achieve some of the cleanest generated models I have seen. It only works on tries for now, but I'm pretty sure the quad option will be coming in the future. But I'm getting ahead of myself here, so let's slow it down and take a step back. Let's take an overview of Tripo. A lot has changed since last time. On the right, you've got your previous generations of models. On the left, there are the different features you can perform, like generating images, generate models, retopologize, texture, and so on. And in the middle, there is the 3D workspace. Easy enough. Now, let's say you are working on a project and you need an asset. Or maybe you're just trying to come up with some new ideas. Well, the Image tab is a really great place to start. Here, you can access a couple of image generators like Midjourney, GPT, and NanoBanana. Write a prompt and hit generate. Let's do something simple like a Greek temple pillar. And the result is 4 photos which you can pick from. We will generate this one. You have 2 options, HD model or Smart Mesh. We will do the HD model first. This option, of course, will not hold back when it comes to vertices count, and I think it will set this to the maximum 2 million polygons. So let's hit generate. The mesh looks alright, but what about the materials? You can jump to the texture tab and pick a texture style that you like, or use the multi-view texture, as well as texture resolution, or you can just click the texture button at the bottom, which will achieve the same result. Tripo is capable of generating textures all the way to 8K resolution, but you can stick to 2K or 4K depending on your needs. At the same time, having the option to push it all the way to 8K is honestly kinda crazy. It is important to note as well that texture editing is available either through custom or generated images, so if you want to clean up any messed areas, you can do that too. Next is the Retopo tab, where the magic happens. Here, you can pick between quads or triangles, and you can tick the Smart Low Poly, but keep that off for now. You can also input polygon count. A few seconds later, a new model should be all quads. This actually looks alright, but let's check the new Smart Poly option. Let's pick this one. This time I will pick Smart Low Poly. You can of course pick the poly count that you want, but as soon as you hit generate, within 10 to 20 seconds, you will get a really clean mesh. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. After seeing how fast the Smart Low Poly generate meshes, I was taken back and I had to pause for a minute. The speed this model is able to generate clean geometry is second to none. I've tested many tools like this. I think it is safe to say that Tripo is up there on the list, if not number 1. What's even more impressive is that the Smart Low Poly always takes the same amount of time no matter what you generate, either hard surface, organic, characters, and everything else in between. But wait, let's apply the texture first. I know I sound like a broken record at this point, but this is blowing my mind, And we are not even scratching the surface here. For instance, on the model generation panel, we've seen image to 3D, but you don't have to use a single image. If you have multiple shots of your subject, then you can use the multi-view feature. You can also take advantage of the batch generation option to generate multiple assets at once, as well as the text to 3D, where you can describe what you need in text. Segmentation is also another feature that can help you as an artist tremendously. This helps you separate your assets into different parts. So instead of one mesh, it is a different part you can pick among 3 presets. Simple, balanced, and detailed. Granted, it doesn't work every time, and some models might benefit more from this than others. But it is nice to have it when you need it. After the model is auto-segmented, you can come through and edit that part, join or separate some of them manually. You can also rig and apply animation for humanoid and even animal characters automatically. However, I have to admit that the animation library is, let's say, very goofy for some kind of reason. The animations are all weird. Tripo actually need to invest in some good motion capture library. I ran a few tests and I ended up using Mixamo, but the motion is there if you need a quick rig and a preview. Finally, Tripo offers a DCC bridge to almost all top 3D software, including Blender, Max, Unity, Unreal, Maya, ZBrush, and more. All you have to do is install the add-on and use the option when you want to send your model to your desired 3D software. So yeah, there you have it. I was genuinely surprised by how far Tripo has come in terms of speed and quality. And I'm not saying that just because it is a sponsor of today's video. I think anyone who tries it will be surprised at the speed and quality. If you want to try Tripo for free, click the first link down in the description. The free plan will give you the ability to try some of the functions, but of course, for the full experience, you're gonna upgrade to the Pro plan, which will allow you to use Smart Mesh, multi-view generation, batch generation, and more. And here is a nice bonus. If you choose the Pro plan, use the promo code TripoCrew to get 60% off your first month. This brings the price down to less than $8 for the first month, which is a really good deal if you plan on using it on a regular basis. I want to close with this. I know AI in 3D is still a sensitive topic for a lot of people, but here's what I want to say. These tools aren't magically building an entire project for you. You will still need ideas, taste, direction, and a good understanding of what you're trying to make. Things that might take hours to prototype can now be done in just minutes. This doesn't replace the creative process, it just shifts where you are spending your time, I guess. Whether that's a good thing or bad thing is probably something we've already figured out. Also, AI isn't going anywhere. Let's be honest, it is becoming part of pretty much every creative field, whether we like it or not. But that's just me, I would love to hear what you think. And there you have it, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to check Tripo in the description down below and try it for free. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.